when you're entering in a restaurant, you need to absolutely see something unique, something that you never saw in your life. The people are expecting something wow. What I mean with the wow factor. Nowadays, we are very lucky because the marketing is absolutely not expensive. And with a small amount of money, really small amount of money comparing to the past, you can reach a large, vast audience. Even if you can targeting the people you like, the age you like, this is something amazing. In this mobile, there are information that Clinton had when he was President of the United States in 1999. But what we are doing with the phone, sending message, doing like this and so on, no one is really trying to understand deeper when he's watching something, going, documentation, understanding and so on. Very few people. From that moment, I changed the relation with my mobile. My mobile is not only to send and to scroll with the finger, but is to learn actively.
Oh my God.
And this was
Incredible.
Absolutely fantastic from my point of view, and changed my mind, changed my idea, changed everything, changed the way we are approaching other people, the culture, art, everything.
He was on time?
He was on time.
Okay.
I was not. And what happened? Happened that in the middle, 10:30, it was 10:30, he said, I'm sorry, my time for you is finished. Oh, come on, we need to finish the things like this. Let the other people that are coming to be a little bit in late, so Italian style, you know, so on and so on. So, sorry, see you in this place in 1 month because I have no time for you any longer. I don't think give money is the solution. Because give money maybe...
But if someone is coming to you and tells to you, Cristiano, give me some money, I need money. What do you tell him or her?
So, depends what you're going to do with the money. Because a friend, if he's really your friend, should never ask you money.
Oh,
a friend, a really friend, shouldn't ask you money. Because you are going to break...
I will put this in a teaser to promote this material.
You are going to break your friendship. And this must be done.
Did you cross these streets when you were young?
Yeah, sure. This is something that we here in Bergamo, we are always doing because it's traditionally we are doing this on Saturday, on Sunday with the families, with friends and so on. It's a really nice place.
It's fantastic.
It's a really nice place.
I feel this. I feel the atmosphere here.
Yeah. It's something built from Venetians around 1,500. So it's something unique, and that the municipality here is very strict from ever. So everything we are going to see here, you are going to see, I'm going to show you, you will see everything exactly as 500 years ago, exactly.
Wow.
Okay. So
Amazing.
for me, it's a huge pleasure, Stefan, to have you here.
Thank you.
And to show you and showing and sharing with you this opportunity.
I'm very glad to be your guest here, but I invite you in Suceava, in my city, because I want to show you something much more beautiful than this city.
Absolutely, with pleasure.
You love Suceava.
With pleasure.
Suceava, it's amazing. The county of Suceava, it's amazing because we have mountains, we have old fortress made by Stephen the Great.
Wow.
Yes, and we have a lot of things, monasteries. I think Bucovina is the area near Suceava. It's called to be the Jerusalem of Europe.
Wow.
Yes, it's amazing. You'll love it.
Wow.
Yes. I invite you in Suceava because I opened my restaurant, Cucinotti, an Italian restaurant there.
Absolutely. You know how I love the history, how things. If you're telling me, I want to be there as soon as I can. Absolutely.
Yes. What's important in a restaurant? Well, to be a successful restaurant, what should we do to build a restaurant?
So, when you're entering in a restaurant, you need to absolutely see something unique, something that you never saw in your life. The people are expecting something wow. What I mean with the wow factor. So whatever you are going to do shouldn't be something unique. keep in mind that you are going in a restaurant. Oh, maybe you are tired or like this and so on. You are entering. So what do you want? Choosing the menu and go and back. So where is the wow factor? There's no wow factor.
Wow factor.
The wow factor is when you are making good presentation. The waiters or all the people working are absolutely smiling. Welcome to our place. How can I can suggest you? What I can recommend you and whatever. This is the best things that the people are expecting from you. You as an owner.
Wow factor is like I don't know, a symbol in restaurants, but not only in restaurants. Wow factor is very important in our life and in our branding and in our business. Wow factor.
I can easily tell you two things that for our concept, Sea House concept and your concept, Spartan concept. You have two wow factor. Your wow factor, you are making your bread, you are doing the thing, you have your own sauce. When you are doing, you can even smell the bread and so on. This is something unique that you will never find nowhere else in the world. You understand what I mean? So in our things, for instance, are that everything is branded. We are keeping you as a king. We are carrying you with everything. This is another thing that normal coffee shop or restaurant is not doing.
How should the customer feel in a restaurant?
You should understand that everybody are going more than once a week in a restaurant. So everybody knows exactly what is good, what is not. The customer are really appreciating the things much easier you can imagine because they are comparing exactly the service, the things and so on immediately. When they are going to eat something, you are going to eat something, you are eating something. You understand what I mean? So you really understand if this is good comparing to the other things and so on. So we are very lucky for us that we have a very good concept, a concept with a structure, with a lot of details that the people are entering and understanding easily that we are different than the others.
Is feedback from the customers important or not?
Absolutely.
How do you do to take the real feedback and to take action while you have the feedback?
As I was always saying, you shouldn't act fast when you have good reviews or whatever. You should act fast when you have bad reviews or something that is not going okay. So I mean, I'm more focused, as always I did in my life, on bad review on weak points than good points. Of course, good points, I like to improve good points, but I like to work more with my team on my weakness.
Let's suppose you receive a very bad feedback, first from your location and second from a franchisee location.
So we have a procedure, a standard procedure in our company. First of all, we need to answer to the bad review and to thank them. Thank you so much for reporting this bad review. I'm very sorry for this. I hope you can come back in our stores. Maybe sometimes we are even offering them to come back for free to ask them why, to understand firsthand what is the real problem. The real problem, why they feel bad. The second thing you were telling me, if something is not okay with the franchisee, of course, we are going with our operational guys or the necessary quality to let people understand that we are close to them and we want maybe to improve their mistakes or their weak point. And this is very important. I know that, we are in franchise business, we are in restaurant business, we know that everything cannot be done in the same thing, the same quality every time. We know, we are human, this is part of the business. So sometimes can be mistakes. When we have the mistakes must be managed in this way.
What about marketing?
Marketing now is a very important point.
Marketing is a cost or an investment? I know the answer, but I want my followers to receive your answers.
Is the only thing you need to take care in this moment. Is the best investment ever. Big guys, I mean, big companies are still making investment, are still making on marketing, like if they are a newborn company. So we need to learn from them. So it is very important. Keep in mind that 15, 20 years ago, or 30 years ago, to reach an audience of 1 million people, you should spend a lot of money, a lot. Nowadays, we are very lucky because the marketing is absolutely not expensive. And with a small amount of money, really small amount of money comparing to the past, you can reach a large, vast audience. Even if you can targeting the people you like, the age you like, this is something amazing.
And with a good idea, you can reach huge impact.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What's the importance of a good idea? What do you think it's really a good idea?
The good idea sometimes is passing through a bad idea. Or what you were thinking it was bad, or by mistake, and after you are going to realize that it's something, wow. Most of the things happened even to me in my company like this. So, or maybe you are thinking that something can be a good idea, and later on you are obliged to change it because the market is telling you to change it. So once more, as company as yours, as mine, that are very fast in changing, that the structure of our office is not that big, so we are fast in changing. That's why we are very good performer.
What's the difference between marketing for a newborn company and a mature company?
I really think that the new company have an advantage comparing to us because we started when the Instagram, the marketing was not so popular as this. So when they are building a product itself, is already, most of them, of new companies, they are making something already Instagrammable. So something that can be taken and done. So we have the possibility to improve, to learn from them, because we shouldn't be an old company in a couple of years. And in the same time, once more, marketing is very easy. You can reach whatever you want with the advertising and the marketing. So this is the most important things.
Cristiano, what do you need to be a great salesman? You are a great salesman. You know to sell your products.
I think it's a conjunction of many things together. I mean, there is people, a team, starting from the advertising team. Advertising team is what is creating the offer, what is creating the design, what is creating the appealing of the product. And after there is a marketing guys that are taking this idea of the advertising team and they are going to make it real, to make it live, to go to the clients. So there are a couple of combinations that will make you successful in this matter. But it's not only one thing, it's more people working together.
Teacher Cristiano,
No,
what is the biggest mistake that beginners are making?
The beginners the mistake can be, they can think that through Instagram or Facebook or whatever is everything. With this, they can reach whatever. Yes, you can reach whatever, but you know how many pictures on Instagram, on Facebook, they are posting every second or every minute. We're talking about millions. As you have millions of other things that are posting permanently and so on. So my point of view, this is the biggest mistake they can do. Thinking that having a good site on marketing, on Instagram, like this, so on, they done. I won already the battle. It's not like this.
Do you read books?
I more than read books, honestly, I love to see documentaries.
Documentaries. What do you learn from documentaries?
As I was saying, during the COVID, I was very glad because Uffizi, one of the best museums in Italy, in Florence, they started to make some video shooting and talking about paintings, about monuments and so on. And from there, staying at home, I learned a lot because it's like if I was having a guide close to me, explaining it for me exactly all details. and there was, I don't know, paintings that they were explaining for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. So it was amazing to understand what there is behind, and it's not just passing by and watching with no experience, with no knowledge. It tried to understand what is paint or something. So it was really, really good,
So
really amazing.
you tried to feel
Yes.
the art.
Yes, through the eyes of professional people. And this is now, it's very easy because everything is for free. When I was flying, I was going through United States for an IFA convention. I remind that there was close to me a guy. He was a teacher, a professor of an American university. And we were talking about mobile advertise, what we are doing. So we jumped into the conversation. What are you going to do with your mobile? So, okay, wait, I'm sending SMS, I'm watching with the finger like this and so on and so on. And the guy told me, you know that you are using less than 0.1% of the potential of the mobile? Keep in mind that nowadays, in this mobile, there are information that Clinton had when he was President of the United States in 1999. But what we are doing with the phone, sending message, doing like this and so on, no one is really trying to understand deeper when he's watching something, going, documentation, understanding and so on. Very few people. From that moment, I changed the relation with my mobile. My mobile is not only to send and to scroll with the finger, but is to learn actively.
Oh my God.
And this was
Incredible.
absolutely fantastic from my point of view, and changed my mind, changed my idea, changed everything, changed the way we are approaching other people, the culture, art, everything.
So you are using your mobile not as a way to speak with the others, but in a way
Yeah.
to like a tool,
Absolutely.
educational tool.
Yes. This weekend I was into the Gwangju problem that happened in Korea and so on in 1980, and what I was doing when I was watching something that was interesting, I was stopping the movie. I wasn't going on the mobile, watching exactly the person, the action, to understand, a little bit more, because a documentary or a film can give you up to a certain level of information. If you want to go deeper, you need to have. And this for me is very good because I'm doing this very often because I'm stopping, understanding a little bit more and going deeper too. And so this is where the people are going to really have a plus from the mobile. Otherwise, you're losing only your time. Or watching if another guy bought a new car, a new shoes, or new bag. Who cares about this?
What about this place?
This is a place where 500 years ago, women or whoever were going there and washing the clothes. This is the only way to wash the clothes with the clean water.
Here.
Here.
I understand. Cuțu. Ce faci, iubitul? Hai, gata, ne-a alungat. You like animals?
Not so much.
Oh, you are
No,
not
I mean
one
I
of
have
mine.
no time. I have no time for animals, so
I understand. Okay. Cristiano, have you ever been afraid of pandemic? Have you ever thought that you could stop your story in business?
oh yes, it was
How
very
did you
difficult.
feel with that crisis?
I felt that we had no possibility to go against what it was happening, and exactly because there was missing information, so nobody was understanding exactly what it was happening, and we are mainly in shopping centers. Shopping centers were closed, and after you cannot see it, and after you cannot drink your coffee in a ceramic, but only paper, and after paper was not allowed, and after you should enter with a mask, so it was really complicated.
It's completely against your business, your type of business.
Yes, food and beverage business
Yes.
was affected so much, but thanks God we recovered, and now looks like that everything is going to the normal.
What is the most important lesson that you understood from that crisis?
You shouldn't be sure about nothing. What it was sure in 2019 or beginning 2020, after 1 month, 1 week, you were losing everything. So nothing is yours forever. You should really keep very strong with you, and try to save entre commas as much as you can, because bad times can arrive, and unless you can expect it, in a zero time.
And then, haven't you thought to open another business?
As I was telling you before, yesterday, yes, that's why we start to be a multi-franchisee, because we want to diversify our business. You cannot bet everything red or black as you are in a casino, your business. This is very risky. Pandemic told us as an entrepreneur that betting everything in what we are doing is too much complicated and too risky.
But now, you are not afraid about a new crisis? How would you face a new crisis?
So first of all, I hope it's not coming again, a new pandemia
No pandemia, look at this crisis, war crisis, or the prices.
The crisis will be, and there will be always, all the time. At the same time, at least in Italy, we know what to do. Because after the Second World War, 1945, every 6 months, Italy is changing the politics. So we are always permanently in crisis. So this is once more, once less. So the crisis doesn't affect us that much. Affected our mind, but we are living in crisis, honestly.
What is this amazing place?
This is the chapel of Mr. Bartolomeo Colleoni. As you can see here, there are the symbol of his family, and the symbol of this family has 3 dots. The 3 dots.
What does it mean?
I don't know if I can tell you this, but instead the normal man has 2, this guy had 3, and is something very unique when you are coming here to see the chapel, to go there, to go with the hands on top, you know, swiping and making a wish. Normally this works. I hope we can do the same.
I understand.
You want to do it?
Now?
Yes. Here. This is exactly, Stefano, what you are saying, you know, the 3 dots and so on. So you need to touch, swiping, and make a wish.
I understand. Let me think. Okay.
I'm doing the same. Every time I'm coming here with friends like this, I'm doing the same too. So I'm going to act as a tourist, but I want to do it.
Oh, nice. What's your biggest wish?
Healthy. Have time enough to share my vision, to share my small knowledge I have with other people, with other entrepreneurs. Absolutely, I'm very happy someone else can be starting now, can be even stronger than me, than us, absolutely. This is, we started, at least I started from zero, and as I did it, many other people can do it and better than me. So.
But what do you do to feel healthy and to be healthy? What do you eat?
Sometimes,
not to be fat.
Sometimes you need to take care about yourself. This is normal. And
how do you do it?
I have my own rules. I'm not overeating. Sometimes I'm fasting. Sometimes I'm doing something that is good for my body. We need to take care. We are the only one that can take care about their own body. If you are not going to take care of your body, who can make it? So respect your person is like you respect the other person. Respect your business, respect everything. There is respect for everything.
We should respect Klaus. We have a meeting with him at 3 o'clock. We have to hurry up. You are always on time. It's a sign
it's
from
a
the
sign,
gods.
absolutely. Absolutely, yes. And I learned this when I was going around working. One day I should meet a very important person. He had only half hour for me to dedicate to me. Unfortunately, that was my mistakes, of course. I arrived 15 minutes in late to this meeting. So when I sit with him, I saw this man that had a clock on the table. I was not understanding why he was always having the clock and watching the clock and watching me and so on. So I was not understanding. So we were going in a conversation, very interesting conversation. We were trying to finalize some
But
some
he was
deals.
on time?
He was on time.
Okay.
I was not. And what happened? Happened that in the middle, 10:30, it was 10:30, he said, I'm sorry, my time for you is finished. Oh, come on, we need to finish the things like this. Let the other people that are coming to be a little bit in late, so Italian style, you know, so on and so on. So, sorry, see you in this place in 1 month because I have no time for you any longer. So from that time, I learned a lot. What does it mean to be punctual? What does it mean to respect the time of the other people? Once more, when you are alone, you can do whatever you want. When you are with someone else, you need to be very careful in what you're doing. Okay. Yes, we are in the upper part of the city because we are making a shooting. We are just a couple of minutes in late, but don't worry, we will be there. We'll be there soon. Office. Yes, exactly. Via Galvani number 2, yes. See you there. Thank you, bye-bye.
We will cut the lesson from our podcast.
He's 10 minutes and there.
Oh
Fuck,
my God.
Klaus is Klaus. He can wait.
It's important to be humble in a business.
Absolutely, it's rule number 1.
I think
Keep in mind that if you or me
not to have courage to be humble.
No, you were not humble, and after happened the pandemia, and after happened something to your company, and maybe you should go to the people that you were not humble with. It's very complicated. You need always to respect the people. Respect, be humble, be fair in business. Of course, everybody should do his own business, but fair in business. This is the most important thing.
What does it take to be a good leader?
To be a good leader takes a lot of time, effort, energy, great team, intuition. It's a mix of things.
Why intuition?
Intuition, what the people can expect from you or can expect from the market, or a new idea that is missing in the market. How many people understood that internet could be the future? Connect friends from the school, putting them together and becoming a Facebook or whatever. So I mean, these people are, they have a vision, are different from other people. So this is something that we need to learn, we need to try. We shouldn't be scary about nothing, but trying. Only if you are trying, you can make it happen something. Otherwise, not possible to make it happen, to reach.
Why do you trust your leaders? For example, Marianne, okay? Why do you trust him and when?
I trust because the way they are thinking, the way they are acting, not in a day, not in a month, but in a years, you can compare always going back and forward, moving in the current situation and past, what they were saying. If something, I mean, it's something that they were always giving very good advice or watching the situation and giving advices according to the situation. So you are not going to gain in one day, you are going to gain in years. So, of course, if you have the right click, as I'm having with you, we speak the same language. So for sure, it's much easier. But normally, it takes a bit of time to know each other, to understand if we have the same common goal. That's the point. I'm going this direction, you are coming with me because you think that this direction is fine, not because I'm taking you from a jacket and pushing you with me. That's why in our companies, in your companies, how many people are working with you from a very long time? How many? I think you have many people really faithful to your company, to your concept, to everything. This is what is giving us a plus.
What do you think is the business of the future?
I saw that metaverse is coming. Everything is going to be more and more in a cloud, something that you are not obliged to touch as we were always doing. Before we were going to see shoes, paints or whatever, we were touching. So nowadays everything is going much more on through internet. So
And why you don't invest in internet businesses?
yes, honestly, I had not so many skills. My skills were more on food and beverage, so I felt much more comfortable to invest in something I know. But why not? Could be absolutely a fantastic opportunity.
Cristiano, what does a person need to be a good manager? What about management?
Manager, the secret is to manage the people, manage the colleagues. People are supporting you to be successful. There's no one-man show.
I understand.
You need to have a team with you. I'm always focused on this. You need to have people trusting you, giving advices, but these advices, of course, should be something related, concrete, not something stupid, because otherwise you too, you are going to lose credibility with your team. You never should lose credibility in your team. You need to be a person that is guiding and is able to listen. Listen your team is one of the most important things for me that we need to take care of.
And a lot of entrepreneurs are not able to listen.
Yes, I know.
How should we focus on listening our teams?
This is something that you have it or you haven't.
I haven't, but I am trying to have it.
But sometimes the good example is the good gym is when you are, for instance, you know that you are not listening. You should say to yourself, wait a minute.
I'm not listening.
Wait a minute, you are not listening. Listen, and after you decide. So sometimes you should play with yourself. You shouldn't make it public. You should do with yourself, your own. I'm not listening. So shut up. Shut up for a second. So even now when I'm talking to you, I need to listen myself. If I'm saying something correctly or not. If I say something that has a sense or not. I cannot only because I'm able to talk to say something. This is not good. It doesn't work like this.
Do you speak with yourself, for example, to examine your subconscious or to examine yourself?
I'm not speaking loudly, but I'm speaking inside me. Yes, of course, all the time. All the time to say, oh, this is wrong. This was wrong. You shouldn't act like this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. So this is an exercise that I'm permanently doing. Permanently.
When did you know for the first time that you are a millionaire, and what did you feel it? Did you count?
No. No. The worst things you can do to try to count, to try to understand what you are, what you are not. Once you have something that is enough for you, for your family, or something similar, this is more than enough. This is more than enough. Once more, helping the others is our goal, is my goal. It's supposed to be a goal of everybody in the world. You want to be...
What does it mean to help the others? Because some people wouldn't believe you. What means for you to help the others? To inspire, to motivate, to give them money, or what does it mean?
No, I don't think give money is the solution. Because give money maybe...
But if someone is coming to you and tells to you, Cristiano, give me some money, I need money. What do you tell him or her?
So, it depends what you're going to do with the money. Because a friend, if he's really your friend, should never ask you money.
Oh,
a friend, a really friend, shouldn't ask you money. Because you are going to break...
I will put this in a teaser to promote this material.
You
to
are
promote
going
this podcast is
to
amazing.
break your friendship, and this must be done. It depends, and after you know better than me. I'm working night and day. I'm really working, and the people maybe they are going to holiday and so on. So I need money. What for the minority? When you were, I had the possibility to go on holiday. I was not going. I was working like this. You had no possibility. You went, and now you are coming back. You are asking money. So this is matter of principle, okay? So me honestly, helping his, you need a job. Sacrifice yourself. Do the things I'm doing. You want to open a business that I see that you are performing good and so on. Do it. I can help you. I can support you somehow, but in something in concrete.
Cristiano, I didn't eat anything today. It's 3 o'clock. Can I eat this ice cream?
Absolutely.
Please? Thank you.
You are
Forgive me, my
eating
friend.
something.
Forgive
You
me.
are eating something that was my previous job. You know,
okay.
when I started.
We can motivate
in
and
90s.
inspire the others.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go back in helping the others. So to help the others, you understand, to inspire the others, to motivate the others, to give them a job. What does it mean exactly?
To give real help, but they need to move forward. They need to move. They need to act. They need to do something. You need to respect the money. The money is very important. The money, we say in Italy that the money can punish you one day if you are treating bad the money.
How come?
Of course, because if you are spending as crazy as this and so on, money will finish. And when you finish that money, to make again money is not that easy as you can imagine. Luck can happen to you once. Even to be lucky twice is a miracle, is a present from God.
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
What's the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire, in your opinion?
I don't know, a billionaire I never met in my life, but it's always a matter of attitude. Stefan, if you're stupid, you can be billionaire, millionaire, or whatever.
Sorry, you are right.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you are a person with sense and hard worker or whatever, it doesn't matter how much is your bank account.
Wow. What about the mindset? You are very positive, and I like it a lot. I'm not able to be always positive and in a good energy. How did you build your mindset?
I'm always reminding bad times, because everybody of us, we had bad times. What we are now, what you are living, what I'm living, but we started from somewhere, and we started from the scratch, from zero. So we're always reminding when we have what we had, what we haven't, and what we reached. So this is something that is helping me to I'm waking up in the morning to be happy, to be positive. As once more, I was telling you, I see everything completely dark in front of me. When there is something to do, there is problem, there is something, and so on. And in the same time, I'm very positive. This is something that helping me a lot.
Do you used to pray?
I believe sometimes can happen, sure. Even if most of the people are going to pray, are coming, close to, your beliefs, religion, only when they have a problem. So now it's starting very, very, very tricky,
Yes.
This is not
It's true.
something that you can use when you need and when So my business partner, Marian, in Romania, he is very believer. I don't know how can do it, but I really admire him as a person because he's really giving his best on this matter. And this is even another thing that I see in a person, believing or not, and so on, make a difference. Absolutely make a difference.
Cristiano, we should hurry, not to be late,
Sure.
to be punished.
But it's been a pleasure to talk on
Yes.
all these topics, honestly.
It was amazing for me.
Amazing for
Great
me.
experience. But don't forget to come in Romania. We have to have the third part in Romania.
I give you my word that I will be there for sure.
Thank you, thank you. I have 2 more questions.
Sure.
What's the importance of a partner in the life of a businessman?
It's important in the life of businessman to have a partner and to have a business partner.
Because you told me you have a partner. Is it good to have associates?
Absolutely yes, from my experience. Keep in mind that in 16 years, we never fight once. Absolutely.
No, it's impossible.
Absolutely.
It means you have, I don't know, a signed partner.
Absolutely. In a couple of...
Or a diff partner.
In few minutes, you are going to meet him, I'm sure, and he's going to confirm. We never fight it once.
But how do you do to cancel these fights?
Understanding, respect, keep the position, what you are doing, what I'm doing, very clear from the very beginning. You cannot have some mistakes when everything is clear like this. And when a person is going to say, no, I don't think so, I don't think this is good for us and so on, the other one shouldn't be very pushy to say, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it. You should respect the other part. And in a private life, a good man has always a good woman close. This is not
not one.
This is not a rule, but is a rule. It is.
I understand.
So having good family, be calm, having kids and so on, having the blessed to have kids and so on. This is one of the most important things and so on. So I'm talking like this because when I broke with my wife, my ex-wife, I had a really hard time for many years because I didn't have the full access with my kids. So and I know it doesn't mean, that you should wait when they are adult to let them thinking with their mind and come back in a normal situation. So that's why I'm saying that one of the best things in life is to have kids, to have good family, to have quiet atmosphere.
What is the best way to rise up your children, to motivate them to work, not to wait for your help?
You need to be an example. Your kids should grow with your example, what you are doing, how tough is the work, what you can achieve with the work, what you can achieve in life working properly and earning some money. I have a very good example of my daughter. Now she is 24. At the very beginning, she was against me, has all the kids. When she was adult, after 18, no, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to follow. Okay, go. With the time, she understood what I was doing exactly because she was even more mature, and I gave her possibility to grow. Growing, not to be a person that was managing. Absolutely. Growing means starting from the scratch, from the bottom. She started from the bottom to work properly and so on, as a normal employee and so on. Now she became an operational manager. She's managing more than 7, 8 stores, 9 stores. Okay, I'm very proud of her. But everything she did it not because she was my daughter. Everything she did it because she was earning this on the field.
Did you have fights with her?
Sometimes, why not? Not fight, but different point of view.
But what should the father do when he has fights with the children?
You need to put yourself in her position, understanding that she is teenager, or she's not any longer teenager but still young, so she doesn't have so much experience. You shouldn't be very strict, but you should let slowly understanding how to act and why doing something like this or like that is no good. Giving justification, not to say no, you cannot do it.
But if a father is not a businessman, if a father is not a millionaire, how could he manage this situation to motivate his children to become a businessman? I think it's really impossible in a way.
Sometimes.
As long as you are poor and you don't have the abilities to create a business, how could you inspire your children? You told me you inspired with your personal example, your daughter.
Yeah, but sometimes I think it's even easier if you are not
It's easier.
if you're not a businessman to give the right advice to the people. Because when you are a businessman, where you are successful, you know what's going to happen, that sometimes you want to impose your ideas of something. When you are an humble person, this normal person really can have a different point of, let's say, conversation. Even if it's harder, because maybe you don't have the financial access to do whatever you really want to do from the very beginning, maybe you need to go step by step into the business. But I really think sometimes being in this position, normal family, sometimes can even go like this.
The last question, do you think young teenagers need degrees?
I'm the worst example, because as I was telling you, I quitted from university because I really felt the desire to go and to do something my own, okay? But honestly, I strongly suggest everybody to have university degrees according to what they are going to do in life. Because going to university just to do something, just to have a piece of paper, and after you're understanding that what you were studying for many years is not going to be used, this is very complicated. So always you should be fair on yourself. Being fair on yourself is the best thing you can do.
And to be fair with yourself, you have to answer to questions. What's the most important question you should ask yourself? You have time to think about this.
Wow.
One question.
It's very complicated. It's very complicated. I think for how long time I will be able to have this desire, of inventing, creating, opening, having meeting with talented people as you, successful people in business as you. I mean, for how long? When is going to arrive the time to say, I want a different life? And just to finish our conversation, I would like exactly to make this question to you, because you are successful, very successful. So what do you think?
It's very complicated.
What is kind of suggestion you can give to our dear followers that are watching us and are inspiring themselves?
I think the best question could be, how can I live every moment to feel that I am living the life of my dreams?
Wow. Nice.
Thank you, my friend. Don't forget, we will meet in Suceava. Okay?
For sure. We are going to
present the city.
We are going to do as Italian do.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. This is your car?
Yes, please.
No, I can't believe it.
Yes,
What
please.
about this toy?
When you have a broken car, this is what is going to happen. Thank you.
Bye.